Today we're doing lesson 3.6, choose a multiplication method. The essential question says, how can you find and record products of two-digit numbers? So we've learned 3 different ways to multiply two-digit numbers by two-digit numbers using an area model, partial products, or regrouping. So this says, did you know math can help prevent you from getting a sunburn? It says the time it takes to burn without sunscreen multiplied by the SPF or sun protection factor is the time you can stay in the sun safely without sunscreen. The first question says to underline the sentence that tells you how to find the answer. In the problem that I just read, it tells us how to find the answer. So who would like to tell me what I need to underline? Aiden?
Yeah. Time it takes to burn without sunscreen multiplied by the SPF.
Bingo. Nice job. All right, so Aiden, that's actually a dice roll in a little bit. Okay. All right, so here's what you need to underline. The time it takes to burn without sunscreen multiplied by the SPF. It says multiplied by right in it, so that's the one that's telling you what to do. Okay? All right, now circle the numbers you need to use. LJ?
8?
Nope.
No, 15, 25.
15 and 25, because what have we've been focusing on? Multiplying two-digit numbers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what operation will we use? Briley?
Regrouping?
No, that's a strategy. That's not an operation. Cooper?
Multiplying.
Multiplying. Good, Cooper. Multiplication is what we're going to be using. Okay. So now we've learned 3 different methods to do this. We're going to go over one of those ways now, which is partial products. Okay, so here we go. With partial products, what do I like to have you do first? Add the little tiny
Zeros.
Zeros. So I'm going to put a little 0 after the 2 and a little 0 after the 1. And then we always start on the
Multiplication.
Wade? Laney?
The tens.
Landon?
Bottom one
Bottom.
and top.
Bottom is what I'm looking for. We always start on the bottom, okay? So we go bottom tens times top tens. So 10 times 20. And then that same bottom tens again times the top one. 10 times 5. So 10 times 20, 10 times 5, then 5 times 20, and 5 times 5. Okay? So we start on the bottom. 10 times 20, 10 times 5. 5 times 20, 5 times 5. If you think of it like this, let's say these are numbers, right? We go up and over, then over and up.
It makes like a multiplication.
Yep.
Oh wait, it looks like looks like a bow tie.
Yep, we start and go up on the tens place, then we go over from the tens place, then we go over from the ones place, then we go up on the ones place. As long as you get all 4 of those equations, then you're going to get the right answer.
Yeah, I did.
But having a process and order, a step-by-step, does help your thinking a little bit. Okay, so 10 times 20 is
200.
200. 10 times 5,
50.
5 times 20,
100.
5 times 5.
25.
0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 5, 5 plus 2,
10.
7, and 2 plus 1,
3.
we're adding on these. Okay, now it says draw a picture to check our work. Now the picture, of course, is going to be the area model, right?
Yeah.
So we are going to start with 10 and 5, and then do 20 and 5. What 2 numbers do we multiply together for this box? 10 and 20, good. 10 times 20, and then for this box?
10 times 5.
10 times 5. And then this box?
5 times 20.
Okay. And then the last box?
5 times 5.
Okay, good. And since we have all the same equations, since we have 10 times 20,
200.
10 times 5,
50.
5 times 20,
100.
and 5 times 5. Since we have all the same equations, we'll be good to go. So that's how we can check. All right. Next is the regrouping method. Okay, so we know that 15 times 25, we already figured out, equals 375, right? So we've done partial products, we've done the area model, now we're going to do regrouping. But I want you guys to think for a minute about, or we're going to estimate. So what does 15 round to? Brody.
20.
20, good. And then what do we normally round 25 to? Annie?
30.
30. But look at this for a second, guys. On the estimate, they rounded 15 to 20. And they rounded 25 to 20. So why, when we actually did this problem, we got the answer 375. So why do you think they would round 25 to 20? There's a reason they did it, and it's not a typo. And I want you to give it some thought and think about why they might do that. Charlotte, what do you think?
Because one is rounding up and one is rounding down.
Nice job, girl. Okay. The 5 normally tells us 5 or more. Raise the score, right? But they had us do it this way because they wanted a more accurate estimate. So let me show you this. If we did it the way we normally do, 2 times 3 is 6 with 2 zeros behind it, right? how do you get from 15 to 20? You add 5, right? How do you get from 25 to 30?
5 more.
You add 5. So really, we're adding a total of 10, right? Before we estimate. Watch this. What do you add to 15 to get 20?
5.
We add 5, right? What about to get from 25 to 20?
Minus
You minus 5. So look at that. If over here you're plusing 5 and over here you're minusing 5, it's really like you're not adding anything.
Whoa.
Okay? So 2 times 2 is 4 with 2 zeros behind it. Do you see how our estimate is much closer?
Oh.
When we round one of them up and one of them down. Okay, so that's the reason that they did this. I just wanted to point that out to you. When you're estimating, you can use a little bit of common sense. You can reason through it a little bit and say, okay, well, both of 15 and 20 are 5 away. So normally 5 rounds up. But if I take one of them up and take the other one down, then it's going to be even a closer estimate. Olivia?
If you minus 10 or 5 from 15 and minus 5 from 20, then you would get a more closer estimate because it would be 300. Would it? No, it would be 200.
Nope, it wouldn't be closer. It's because they're balancing each other out.
Oh, okay.
So in this situation, we added 5 to both. So our estimate's going to be a lot higher. On this one, we added to 1 but subtracted. So that's like a change of 0, plus or minus 0. So 5 steps forward, 5 steps back. So it's like you're ending up where you started. Okay. All right. So our estimate is 400. Okay. Now we're going to do regrouping. So we start by, of course, pretending that 1's not there, right? And we're essentially doing 25 times 5. We start with the 1's place. 5 times 5 is 25. So we put down the 5, carry the 2, and then 5 times 2 is 10 plus 2 more, 12. So 125. I should have written that bigger. 125 goes in this box. Now, we're done with the 5, so it's out of use, and we're concentrating on what's in blue. We're multiplying 25 by 1, but this isn't really a 1, is it?
It's a 10.
It's a 10. So we're going to start with our 0 placeholder. And then we're going to do 25 times 1. What's 25 times 1? 25. So we end up getting 250, right? So now in this last step, we add them together. 125 plus 250 is 375. Is 375 close to our estimate of 400?
Yes.
So now we've done all 3 ways. We've done an area model, we've done the partial products, and we just finished regrouping.
You need 25 more.
Okay, here we go. We're going to do this problem, 57 times $43. What does 57 round to?
60.
60. And what does 43 round to?
40.
40. And then our basic fact is 6 times 4, which equals 24. And then how many zeros do we add on?
2.
2. So our estimate is 2,400. All right, now they want us to start by using partial products. So the first thing that we do on partial products is add the little tiny
Dots.
zeros. If you have trouble remembering which digits to multiply together first on partial products, you're going to multiply together the ones you just added the zeros to first. Okay? So we're going to go start on the bottom, 50 times 40, then 50 times
3.
3, and then 7 times 40, and 7 times 3. Very nice job, guys. All right, so 50 times 40, and 50 times 3, and 7 times 40, and 7 times 3. And 5 times 4 is what? 20. With how many zeros behind it?
2.
And 5 times 3 is what?
15.
With how many zeros behind it?
1.
And 7 times 4 is what?
24.
7 times 4 is what?
24.
28. With 1 zero behind it. And 7 times 3 is 21. Alright, now we've got to add them up. 1 here. I know that 8 and 2 together make 10, plus 5 more is 15. Put down the 5, carry the 1. 2 plus 1 plus 1,
3.
4. Bring down the 2. So 2,451. Is that pretty close to 2,400?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Last method we're going to do is the regrouping. Okay, so on partial products, we start with the tens place, the two numbers we added zeros to. Opposite on regrouping, we start with 7 times 3. 21. We carry the 2, put down the 1. Then 7 times 4.
28 plus 2 is going to be 30.
Nice job, Aiden. Okay, now we're done with 43 times 7. So we're done with this 7. We're done with this 2. We've already added that in. So I'm going to cross through this 2. And then I'm going to be multiplying by 50. And so I'm going to add my 0 down here under the 1. 0 placeholder. Then I'm going to go 5 times 3, which is 15. Put down the 5, carry the 1. Then 5 times 4, plus 1 more, 21. Then I'm going to add those together. Now, I want to point something out to you guys, kind of cool. So, do you see this number right here?
Yeah.
Yep. 2,150. Look at these two numbers right here. What do they add up to be?
2,450.
Okay, what about these two numbers? What do they add up to? 301, right? So what I'm showing you here is that, uh-oh.
We can do this easier. Is that it? Oh, that's dollar sign.
Okay, so these two numbers right here, you don't need to draw this box, I'm just going to add up to be this guy. And then these two numbers right here add up to be this guy. Kind of cool. All right, so this is how do you know?
They're both really the same number. Multiplication problem, but they're split. But one of them is split into 4 numbers add together, and the other is just 2 added
Nice
together.
job.
So
You're
it
right.
made the same number, 240, 200, 400,
2,000.
2,451 and 2,451.
Yep, so we get the same answer. This one's just split into 4 sections, so this one's split into 2. Nice job, guys. Okay,
Both answers are reasonable.
that's right. How do you know your answer is reasonable? Because both of them are close to what?
204,400.
Our
It says
estimate.
51 off.
How do you know your answer is reasonable? Because 2,451 is close to the estimate 2,400. And that's how we determine if an answer is reasonable, right? If it's close to our estimate. So copy that down. Because there's not much writing, but I do want you to copy this down. Because 2,451 is close to the estimate of 2,400. Number 2 says, look at the partial products and regrouping methods above. How are the partial products 2,150 related to 2,150? And so on that one, we're going to write 2,150 is the sum of 2,150. And along that same line, how are the products 280 and 21 related to 301? 301 is the sum of 280 and 21. Okay, if you didn't quite get those copied down, I can put them up at the end. I'm gonna move on. Okay. So the next one says find the product, and we're going to do this one just with regrouping real quick. Regrouping is probably the strategy that most of you will use most of the time. Okay, so with regrouping, we start with 9 times 4.
36.
36. You carry the tens place the 3, put down the 6. And then 9 times 5. 45 plus 3 more.
48.
48. Put down the 8. There's not another number to carry the 4 to, so it goes down here as well. Now we're done with the 9
And 3.
and the 3. So we cross out that 3. You can cross out the 9 if you want and put a 0 placeholder because we're moving over to the tens place. Okay, what do you multiply 2 by first? 4. 2 times 4 is?
8.
8. Nothing to regroup there. And 2 times 5 is? 10. Last step?
Stack them
Stack them and add them. 6 plus 0 is 6. 8 plus 8?
16.
Put down the 6, carry the 1. 4 plus 1?
5.
And 1 plus nothing. 1,566. Okay, so we're going to do 4 more problems together. We're going to do the estimates really quick first. So what is 36 round to? Shout it out.
40.
40. What is 14 round to?
10.
Okay, and 4 times 1 is? And how many zeros?
2.
2.
400.
So our estimate for number 2 is 400. Number 3, what does 63 round to?
60.
What does 42 round to?
40.
Okay, 6 times 4? 24 with 2 zeros. Good. 84 rounds to?
80.
And 53 rounds to?
50.
8 times 5?
40.
40 with?
2 zeros.
Very good. Okay. And then 71 rounds to?
70.
And 13 rounds to?
10.
Basic fact?
7 times 1. 7 2 zeros.
700. That's
Very good. Okay, so now we've got the 4 estimates. So now we can either do area model, regrouping, partial products. Because of space, I'm going to do them up here. 36 times 14. All right. Let's start with an area model, okay? Because that's the first one we learned. So you guys do not have to copy the area model down because there's really not room on your paper. So this is going to be 30
and
6 and
10 and 4.
very good. So 30 times 10 and 30 times 4.
6 times 10.
6 times 10.
6 times 4.
Very good, guys. Okay. 30 times 10 is
300.
30 times 4.
120.
6 times 10
60.
and 6 times 4.
24.
And so we've got to stack them and add them, and we get 504. Is that pretty close to our estimate?
Yeah.
So here I'm going to just write 504. So I've got the answer on there. All right. 63 times 42. Let's do regrouping on this one. 63 times 42. First we're going to put a 10. What's not there?
4.
The 4. And we're going to go 2 times 3
6.
and 2 times 6.
12.
12. And now our 4 comes back. We put our 0 placeholder. 4 times 3.
12.
12. Put down the 2. Carry the 1. 4 times 6.
24.
Plus 1.
25.
25. Add them up. Alright. So we can probably put down 1, 2, 6 and 25, 20. And okay. Next. 84 times 53. Okay, let's do partial products on this one. 0, little 0. What do we multiply together first? Farmer?
50 times 80.
Very good. 50 times 80. And second, what do we multiply second, Briley?
50 times 4.
Very good, Briley. Farmer and Briley, put yourself down for a point. What do we multiply next, Livia?
4 times 80 times 3.
Landon?
3 times 4.
3 times 80.
3.
Gotta do the bottom first, okay?
3 times 8.
3 times 80.
Just
Lainey?
3 times 4.
Very good. Okay. All right. 5 times 8 is 40. With
2
zeros
zeros behind it.
5 times 4 is 20. With 1 0. So I'm going to scoot it over a little bit since it's only 3 digits. 3 times 8 is 24. With 1 0. And 3 times 4?
12.
12. We add them together and we will get. Did I get that right? Yep. So on this one, we're going to have 3 answers here. I'm going to put my little tiny zeros and then I'm going to write down 4,000, 200, 240, and 12. And when you add those all together, you will get 4,452. Is that pretty close to our estimate of 4,000?
Yep.
Okay, one more that we're doing together. And this one we'll do regrouping. 71 times 13. 3 times 1? 3 times 7.
21.
0 placeholder. 1 times 1?
2. 1.
1 times 7.
7.
Stack them and add them. 923. Is that fairly close to our estimate?
Yes.
Okay, so 213 plus 710. Okay, so you guys have, I'm going to have you guys do 4 out of these problems. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I want you to pick 4 of those. And you can do whatever method you want, area model, partial products, regrouping. What I am going to have you do though is actually solve them on notebook paper. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to need you to do that.
Can we do them over again?
So,
Can we do all of them once?
yeah, you're going to do 4 problems. You can choose 4 problems, Kaden, to do 1 time each. And you can do whatever method you choose. So if you want to do partial products, you can do partial products. If you want to do a different one on each one, that's fine too. So here's an example of how I would like to see when you use notebook paper. You need to circle the problem number, write your estimate, show your work, and then circle your answer. Okay? So choose 4 problems.